Hi, welcome to Magpie Moonchild. This is a deck unboxing and exploration of the Lonely Ice Tarot, first edition 2020. It's produced by Synevyr. I have had numerous issues with them I've bought several decks through Synevyr, through the Kickstarter, through the Etsy, and yeah, other than the Savron Forest, which was amazing, which is why I kept going back and pre-ordering decks with them, or back in their Kickstarter. Decks have arrived damaged, not arrived at all, and there have been several customer service issues. That means that I will no longer be purchasing decks from Synevyr going forward. The deck itself here has arrived in a jiffy bag, normal padded mailing envelope. As a result, it's bumped on the front quite a way along. It's torn here, actually torn on the box there, scuffed. Bottom bumped slightly. Well, there you go, bumped at the bottom. Every corner pretty much, other than these top two here, have been banged. There's dirt on the back of the box. It's just another deck where there's something wrong, like there's misprinted there, and it's just a disappointment. I keep ordering these, pre-ordering these decks, and I won't be anymore because there's just these issues all the time. And like I said, the customer service is never great when you report these. It's like you should be grateful that it turned up. It's that sort of attitude. And that these things happen in transit. Well, if you know that these things happen in transit, you would find a way for them not to happen. So yeah, you try and rectify those situations, which I think I had a great service. I can't remember what deck it was last week. Oh, Liminal 11 were really good with their customer service, and the box arrived open. They checked that I had all the contents it should have had, and then said, right, as that's happened, we're going to go and have a look at how we mail things out, and see if there's any changes we can make, which I thought was brilliant feedback from a customer service point of view. Anyway, this is detracting from the deck itself and having a look at the cards and seeing what happens. So yeah, it's a tuck box with these purple colours, ombre gradients. So it has complete with 72 deck. Yeah, that's misprinted on the actual box. It's not dirt on that situation. This one is dirt. I can feel it. It's grainy. This deck is dedicated to the North and its brave inhabitants. Northern peoples have created a unique culture and folklore full of mythological symbolism. It seems that their life is more like survival, and suddenly fairy tales are born in it. Animals hold their special place. This world is very calm, not like ours. A world in which magic and everyday life, beast and man, are closely linked. It's amazing to imagine their defenseless human-animal community in the middle of the icy desert, where they compete with each other but also need each other and agree with their position. That feels a bit like it was translated from something else. But there's their social media links if you want to follow. 100% biodegradable. But there's a scuff bump there as well. Yeah, so it's a tuck box. Let's open it up. So yeah, it's similar with the booklet, different to the Unknown Shadows. I do like the fact that they have this tuck box where it's folded on the bottom. It doesn't have the tuck the same like that on the bottom. So for me, from that point of view, that's really good, because when you chuck a deck back in the box, if you have the tuck on the bottom, you tend to have the cards that poke up at the back, 2 or 3 cards. You don't get that when it's a flat box. So from that point of view, that's really good for this deck. So let's have a look at the instruction booklet, first edition. So it goes contents there. I think that's Russian. Forgive me if it's not, but I believe that's Russian. They come from the Ukraine, so or they're based in the Ukraine. So let's have a look. So we go into the major arcana. So we have the number and the card name, the main meaning, card's advice, and the card's warning. So yeah, all through the, as far as I can see, the names are the same, but we'll find out in a minute. Star, the sun, the world, and then we go into coins. Doesn't really say we're going into the minor after that, but we are into the minor with the ace of coins. So coins instead of pentacles. 10, so page, knight, queen, king. Same traditional court namings. Then into the cups. Then into the swords. Then the wands. Let's have a look. And then into the Russian of the same of the book. So that's really good. And then obviously it's got the stay informed. There are 3 basic aspects we rely on there. Yeah, so it has the social media links, which I'll put down below. I do really like the way they wrap the cards inside the box. It has this pull tape, which reminds me of anyone who grew up with Imperial leather soap, or the old cigarette packets where you'd have to pull them round. There we go. So it's the plastic, the gold wrap. Take the plastic packaging off, is that crispy plastic. The back has this silver on a bright pink hatched, there you go, hatched design. It has this silvery grey, I want to say foil. Oh, sorry about that, my phone actually died. So as I was trying to say, it has this gorgeous bright coral pink hatch markings with this silver printed, I wouldn't say that's foiled, I'd say that's printed, star design on the back. So I kind of like that. I do like the geometric design of that. Let's have a look. So we've got the Lonely Ice Tarot, first edition, 500 pieces. There we go. So we have, I'll just go through each of the cards and flip them over. I'll pop that over there so that's out of the way because that's just the cover one. The Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot, Strength, the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, the Hanged Man, Death, Temperance, the Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, Judgment, the World, Ace of Cups, 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 4 of Cups, these are just pips with fish, 5 of Cups, 6 of Cups, 7, the 8, the 9, and the 10 of Cups. And then we have the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups. Ace of Coins, which are snowflakes, again, pip. The 2 of Cups, 3 of coins, 3 of coins, 5 of coins, the 6, the 7, 8, 9, and 10 of coins, the Page of Coins, the Knight of Coins, the Queen of Coins, and the King. Then we have the Ace of Wands, the 2 of Wands, antlers or wands, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 10. Then we have the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Queen, and the King. The Ace of Swords, so in this case they're seagulls or gulls, birds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we have the Page, the Knight, the Queen, and the King. And then obviously it has their deck, list of their decks there that you can tick off. I should have the Cocaine Tarot on its way because I did back that on the Kickstarter. I have Pink Pain and Unknown Shadows and Southern Forest. So So yeah, I'll link those videos at some point so you can have a look. Artwork wise, I do love the crystalline and the diamond shape, and I love that follows on from the back. That ties in. However, they are different shades of pink for the back and the front. The cards, it's very much a pip deck. There's nothing in the imagery. You're not going to intuitively pick up anything from the imagery. Like the Lovers isn't two, it's 3 penguins, not 2. Yes, Hierophant, the Owl is wise, and I get that. And then obviously you have the wolf pack, the Emperor and the Empress, and the High Priestess. But the High Priestess doesn't tie in with the Hierophant in the same way. And that's roaring strength. To me, strength is quieter than a roar. And then the Wheel of Fortune is just like a basic wheel shape. So it kind of goes between the two. These nature images, and then all of a sudden you've got the icon images. I don't know if they necessarily go together. I do love the galaxy for the world, but again, it doesn't go with the art style. See, that's the classic, that's what I'm talking about. We've got this 3 different styles of imagery, and that's in the majors, and then the minors are literally just a pip deck. And cups and fish, yeah, okay, it's water. Coins, I don't get how ice, like air and water, become an earth symbol, but again, pip deck, so it's just multiples of that. Yeah, it's, and obviously the wands, the antler, to me an antler would be more earth than fire, but and swords, I get that as birds and air swords tend to go together. They're just normal tarot size, normal tarot deck size. The cardstock is quite thin. Has a slight bend to it once you've popped it like that. It's very thin. I love the design on the back. It's a matte finish. There's no gloss to it. They don't stick. They do slide over each other nicely. They just feel thin. Yeah, they just... But, you know, it's a nice deck. It's aesthetically quite pleasing. You're not going to get a lot intuitively from it. It's probably more intermediate to advanced deck, and from that point of view, or you use it with the guidebook. So, I mean, yeah, they fan out beautifully, and as I said, they're quite thin, but they do shuffle quite well. So there's positives and negatives for all of it. So yeah, so that is the Lonely Ice tarot deck by Dark Synevyr. Yeah, I mean, it's nice enough. I wouldn't say it's up there as their best decks that they've got artistic wise, design wise, but it's pretty. It's I don't know, it's more of a restrained geometric feel, similar to the Northern Light, the Nordic mystical Nordic, that sort of colour palette, trying to go with the northern feel. I mean, that is more Scandinavian than this northern Arctic region. But yeah, I mean, overall, it's a nice enough deck. I wouldn't rave about it. The card quality isn't quite the same as it was. I don't know if they've changed the cards that they're using. It doesn't feel quite as well made as the Saffron Forest or even the Tarot of Unknown Shadows, because although there was like gold printing issues on that for me personally with my deck, the quality was quite good for the cards, whereas these feel a lot thinner, more papery cardboard than, I don't know, it doesn't feel that much different than the tuck box feels thicker than the card. But yeah, anyway, so let me know what you think down below. But as always, leave me a comment, I'll try and get back to you. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you again soon. Bye for now.